Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today we are at Bitcoin Cash. A little bit about Bitcoin. I mean, it reacted quite nicely from our safe short, gave us a nice profit target, but now it's still hanging in the area that kind of makes it important for it to hold, right? So we still haven't really shown any bearish stance from the current market stance, right? So we still can be pretty good. We can still break out and just continue with the bull. And extend further the already extended structure, right? But when it comes to now Bitcoin Cash, we have, as you can see, we traded this one quite successfully, right? This whole point held pretty great. This was the refill spot, and now it's in our third spot, right? And waiting for the last profit target up here. But this time around, because most of the times I usually go for longs on these alts, and I don't really like shorting alts all the time, especially the low liquidity ones, because you can easily get skipped on your stop loss, or somebody could easily buy up. Something like, if you're gonna check, guys, today, dusk, luckily we long dusk and it hit our third TP just today, but just because some guy fat fingered basically all the way up, I think it pumped for like 100% or something, right? So imagine shorting that, you would get fucked pretty badly. So that's why when I'm shorting alts, I usually go for the higher liquidity ones, and I do think Bitcoin Cash is quite higher in liquidity. And due to the fact we already missed the first short, right? We already missed the first short, which was, if I'm quite frankly remembering, it was our second profit target. So now I'm gonna reinstate a short on our third profit target, right? But before we do that, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to our channel, like the video, punch that notification button, because we do these videos every day except on Sunday. Yeah, going back to Bitcoin Cash, definitely I would want to be placing short up here and just snagging stop loss around at the top of the wick, right, on this left side at the top. I'm not gonna go all the way to up here because I don't think there's a point. I do think this wick is just a deviation at this point, right? But these 2 weeks, it should be like a midpoint of this smaller time frame structure right here, right? Probably seen even better on 4 hours, as you can see. Yep, and we are placing right above this staying right here, the stop loss, and you can see the stop loss that is about 6.5%, so it's not too bad at all, right? Okay, the first profit target we're gonna be taking, because now we have to ask ourselves, right? We could go for a deep one all the way to down here, but I don't think in this case that would be a good idea, due to the fact that we have to remember that we are in a bull market, right? And sooner or later the alts will start moving. And I know Bitcoin wise, a lot of the alts just went under the new low, and there's nothing to be helped at, right? We analyzed the Bitcoin dominance chart, we knew where it has to bounce, or should I say where it has to reject. And we said, if it's gonna reject here, the alts are gonna have a good time, but looks like it didn't, right? It's gonna go right to our second point that we analyzed during those streams. So yeah, that's a sad part, right? Most of the alts will die even further. So right now, when you're taking shorts, you gotta be careful, and you gotta be placing your first profit targets a lot sooner than you usually would, right? And especially right now, when we already have a couple of longs open. I know a couple of them closed, right? Most of the longs, a lot of them hit their profit targets. Some of them hit losses, right? Because not all of the alts are gonna react. But if you got a couple of longs open right now, this could be a good hedge position against those, right? So the first profit target, I would aim quite here already, right? So that would bring us at about, let's just see, wait a little bit, I'm gonna a little bit at the bottom of the box. So that is going to bring us as up about 7% or 1.12 hour. So you can see the first profit target is definitely not that great, but it's still not too bad, right? I mean, it's still profit at the end of the day. The second profit target, as you guessed it already, is going to be right down the middle of the box, and that's going to be our second one. And at that one, it's going to be 2.16 hour or 14%, right? And I don't think it's gonna go any lower than this, right? Because if it goes any lower than this, it's gonna go back into sort of a bearish market, right? Or should I say bearish structure. It's gonna be closing right back in. So I don't think it's gonna be happening due to the fact that we are bullish. But let's just say if it does happen, hypothetically speaking, right, the last profit target would then be located down here. And again, about at the middle of the box. I don't want to do it at the bottom of the box, because I already spoke, you can get easily missed, right? And then it can return back to your entry kind of fucked, right? I mean, you've wasted a large portion of your profit, and that is about 22% or 3.4 R, right, in this manner. So you can see a pretty good hedge position, pretty good trade. But I do think Bitcoin, as we spoke already, Bitcoin Cash is going to be one of the better trades in the futures due to the fact that it's falling so far behind Bitcoin, and we all know sooner or later it's probably going to pick up. And you can already see it picked out quite nicely from our point. I mean, it did pretty much, let's see, it did pretty much 20% already, right? Well, most of the alts just died, so it did perform quite nicely, right? So yeah, guys, I mean, do join us at 4C Telegram channels where we discuss stop losses, profit takes, and trades like this. And again, like the video, subscribe to us, right? And we will be seeing each other in the next one.